my name is Cassie and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with Layla and we're feeling pretty hot, pretty low-key, and so honestly I think it's just going to be a little catch-up. I'm going to let you know what I've been knitting, what I've been sewing, what my sewing knitting plans are, what the general vibe has been around these parts, and yeah, we're just going to take it really nice and easy. I'm going to knit while we chat. Layla is going to sit right here, probably a nap. She's also shedding a lot because it's very, very hot out, right, Jolie? Yeah. And yeah, that's what we're gonna get up to. I am working on this lovely project. Let me just untangle it here. So this is the Ripple cardigan. No, not cardigan. This is the Ripple tank top from Jessie Mae. It is in this lovely yarn here. This is Josephine from Emelie and Philomene, and it's a lovely Quebec-based indie dyer, so that's really nice. This is 100% merino. It's really nice to work with. It's got this really lovely sort of like twistiness to it. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's really lovely to work with. And this color is so pretty. It kind of goes in between being like a bottle, sort of like a sea glass green and like a gray, depending on the light. It looks more green right now, but sometimes it looks more gray. And I've been really into knitting tank tops recently. I made Camisole number 2 from My Favorite Things Knitwear, and I can't find it. I think it's actually I think I'm gonna wash it soon, so I put it in my dirty pile. Because I've been wearing it non-stop, but I will insert some photos of it on the screen because honestly it's totally worth it to see what it looks like, because I just found like I wasn't sure about it from the photos, and then once I made it and realized how versatile it was, I've been wearing it non-stop. It's just been the best. I've been really enjoying knitting it, or I was really enjoying knitting it. And I just love like how fast tank tops are, how little yarn they need, and I think that they're a fun alternative for the summer. They feel really soft. I can wear them mostly without a bra, which is always a good thing. And yeah, I'm a new convert to wanting to knit summer garments, and so that's where this baby is coming from. It's just like so pretty. It looks kind of funny the way that it's sitting on the needles right now. But yeah, this is great. And I'm also knitting another summer project that I've kind of put on pause until I think I finish this one more. But this is, sorry, my notions bag is a little messy. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Ingrid top from Gregoria Fibers. I love the lace detail that we've got. You can see it more in the bottom because that's what it's supposed to look like. Whereas the top kind of made a few mistakes in that I just wasn't doing the lace properly. So I debated on frogging it and starting all over, but this is the back piece, and it looks like it's a decent amount, you know, when you consider how big a tank top is. Like, this is a pretty decent amount. It's a little bit less than like halfway, and then yeah, I'll have to do the front, but because this is the back and near the top as well, I think it's okay. I think it's fine that it's not as uniform as the rest of it. At least it's not going to bother me too much, and I'll just block it maybe a little bit more aggressively in those parts. Let me know what you think. If you really think that I should frog it and start over, then I will, but I don't want to, and I'll be happy about it. I'd like to know your thoughts. And I'm knitting this with BC Garn soft silk. It's so pretty. It's my first time knitting with silk, and I've been really enjoying knitting with it. It feels so nice. It feels like luxurious, and it is definitely like more of a luxury yarn. But that's the perks of working at a yarn store. So I got, yeah, these are definitely like more premium luxury yarns. You know, this is from an indie dyer, so it's also a bit more expensive, but because I've been working at a yarn store, I've had access to different fibers and, you know, been able to experiment a little bit more, which has been really fun because number one, I get to have like this knitting community that's in person, not just online, which I've been really craving. And then two, I get to talk more with fiber friends and I'm learning so much by working there. So yeah. And then I guess speaking of getting to try out different things, I'll put this one back and show you these babies. So I've got this and this that is going to be part of a test knit for Penrose Knits. I really should actually get started on this today. I need to finish winding this skein. But she is doing there's a test knit currently for her Chantilly cardigan. And so I am gonna be doing that as a sample for the store. And I'm using this lovely mohair, which I cannot tell you about until it's released. And then I'm also using this lovely Julie Asselin yarn, Merletto. It is 75% merino, 15% cashmere, 10% silk. It feels as nice as it sounds. So that will be the Chantilly cardigan. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can get a sense of the vibe. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be really lovely. So I'm really looking forward to that. Layla's snapping as I predicted. But yeah, those are kind of the plans, the current whips. I would like to add more. I have in mind, I bought the June cardigan, not June cardigan, oh my God. I bought the June top from Petite Knit, and I've seen it a couple of versions in the Noro Kakegori, and I've got my eye on the pink from Noro Kakegori. It just looks so beautiful. And then but I also was thinking of doing it the way that she does it, which is in the Knitting for Olive silk, and then she holds it double. So that's a thought. And then I really want to make a cardigan, and I have all the things I need to make cardigan number 7, I think, from My Favorite Things. So I might do that. But I think I really need to get started on the test knit because that's due in September. And then I would like to do the June top, and I would like to finish these 2 tank tops because they are seasonal, obviously, and important to finish. So that's kind of my general knitting plans right now. I think I can finish this one probably this week, if not by the end of the weekend, although that might be a bit bold of me to assume. I just finally made it through. I just finally attached them from in the round as of yesterday, and so it's looking like something now. So that's always a really fun thing. And then, so that's for knitting. And then for sewing, I made this dress, which I will insert photos of like the full thing. This is the Saltwater Slip dress from Friday Pattern Company, and it is a really nice simple pattern. To be honest, I'm not sure about the fit, and I do find that sometimes with Friday Pattern Companies, I don't always love the fit of their clothes, but I love their pattern instructions and the simplicity. I just find the fit a bit lacking. Like this, in the finished measurements, in the finished garment measurements, I fell into a medium, so I cut a medium, and it was definitely not the right size. It was swimming on me. So I took in a little bit, still didn't fit right. And I basically ended up cutting off enough that it was the extra small. So that's a bit annoying when that happens, especially when I'm looking at the finished garment measurements and I should fit into that. Anyways, I don't know what the deal is, but I really like this. It's really simple. This fabric is from the fabric store that's out of New Zealand. This was gifted to me as part of like my relationship with them, my ongoing collaboration with them. So I'm really grateful for that. And I also got this fabric from them. It's very wrinkly right now, but I have to iron it before I use it. But it's this lovely silk charmeuse that I'm going to be making into a silk dress to hopefully wear to a wedding that I have coming up in next month, soon, a couple weeks, so I should get on to that. And then, I finished this skirt as well. I made this skirt, honestly, on a bit of a whim. Actually, I'm just gonna show you what it looks like on in some photos because that will give a much better sense of like what it actually looks like, because this is just shapeless, but it's really cute. I based it off of a skirt that I already own, and I love how it turned out. So that in itself is like very fun and very exciting for me. I keep saying exciting. clearly there's not much else going on other than fiber things. And then the best find of them all, for $5, I got all of this fabric. Look at this up close. It is a poutine fabric, and it's a swim fabric. So I'm going to buy the Olivia one piece from Edgewater Swim. Their patterns are great. I've heard a lot of good things. They're kind of like the go-tos for swimwear. So I'm gonna be making that one piece. But yeah, I mean, this is incredible. It's, like I said, poutine with a bunch of little like pine needles, pine leaves, and then the fleur-de-lis. Classic, so Quebec. I love it so much. I think it's amazing. So I cannot wait to make a swimsuit out of this. I nearly screamed. I nearly screamed when I was in the thrift store when I saw it, because it just was like that epic. Okay, I'm gonna put everything off to the side because yeah, that's kind of like my general plans for the upcoming month. I would say the end of this month leading into next month. And I've been like having a bit of a hard time with wanting to film YouTube videos. I think because, you know, a few of my videos have hit the algorithm well, and I just didn't have any new content that I felt would also do well. And I just got crippled by this fear of like, you know, I was doing so well with so many videos that I was nervous to put out a video that wouldn't perform the way that the other ones did, which is silly because like they're not gonna all perform well. They're not gonna all perform well off the bat. Like the one that got picked up was from December, and there's been so many changes since I filmed that video. For one, like no longer living in that place where I filmed. I have like a little bit of a different perspective from even that video, and so yeah, you know, I also realized I was filming a lot of like chatty videos, and then here this is another chatty video. And I think part of it is because I don't yet really know how to properly like film my process, or my process has even been a bit disjointed. So it's been an interesting few weeks. It's been 3 weeks since I uploaded, and you know, that's fine. It comes and goes. You know, there's a whole ebb and flow and all that stuff, and that's always like a fine thing. But yeah, I don't know. I also haven't really been wanting to sew all that much. I made this dress to like kind of get myself out of that rut, so I'm really happy that I managed to finish it. I really needed a simple, easy project, and also something that was simple and easy to wear. So that's kind of what this one has served as. I'm just going to go back here because I made a pearl knit instead of a pearl. So there we go, pearl, and now I can knit. Yeah. So yeah, I've been really not feeling sewing lately, but I have been loving knitting. Like I said, knitting summer tops. I was super skeptical of that one camisole number 2, but after I knit it, I was like, okay, I get it now. And now all I want to do is knit cute summer tanks. So this one is like a high priority to finish. And then another one, the other one that I want to finish is that Gregoria Fibers one, because I just think that finished effect is going to be so beautiful. And then the last sort of summer top I mentioned was the June top. And if I can find the Noro Kakagori, I've been having a hard time tracking it down, but if I can find that in a color I like, I'll make that, because I've loved how it's looked, and it also looks like a bit of a quicker knit, and I could use a satisfying knit right now. I've just been finding with the heat and my social media life, my digital life taking over, that I need things that just feel good to make and feel good to sit down with, because so much of everything is online, and yeah, it's just been a little bit of a challenge that way. But all that to say, I have been having a really nice summer of knitting, and I've been hanging out at the yarn store a ton, which I've really loved doing. And yeah, I have been really enjoying Montreal and making new friends here, and really just kind of diving into the things I like yoga and fiber arts and all that stuff. So I think that's kind of the update. I know it's not really a long one, but I did want to just kind of touch in a bit and let you guys know that I'm still here, and I do plan on doing more uploads. I'm just kind of figuring out my voice on here still, and if you have any thoughts on what you would like to see, I would really love to hear from you. I've also been debating on making a separate knitting channel, because this has definitely become more of a sewing space, but I would like to talk about knitting a lot more. So let me know if you'd be interested in hearing more about knitting, or if you think that it could be its own separate channel. I would love to know more about that. Otherwise, I will continue to intertwine them and make them, yeah, you know, they're both a big part of my life, and they kind of come and go from time to time where I feel one more than the other. And yeah, I don't know if a dedicated space to either of them is the move. Oh, Layla. Layla hears something and now she's curious and awake. But yeah, I think that's it from me. Thank you. You gonna go over to the window? You gonna go over to the window? This is her little spot. I'm not sure if it's in the frame, but she'll like sit in the window, and it's very, very cute. Yeah. So that's kind of, that's been it for me, and I hope that you are all having a lovely summer. And like I said, please, please, please let me know in the comments what you would like to see from this channel. I would also love to hear what you think about a separate knitting channel, or just making this space a bit more combined. I'm easy, and your opinion matters to me. So thanks so much. Bye.